And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Look at the big fella go. Room to maneuver at the 35. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 73 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. This a 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. And now they'll shift things around.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right.
22. Hey, middle. 59.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Niners.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Stafford.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 38 yards. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
59.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call.
Touchdown, Rams!
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now they're in the hurry up.
Now they'll change things up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Throwing, Purdy.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Purdy to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now 1st and goal. To throw is Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
McCaffrey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy to throw.
First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. This is a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.